Look at this gas station at 8 p.m. Cars are stacked 3 deep. Pumps are running nonstop, and the cash register is constantly ringing. By all traditional business logic, the owner of this station should be wealthy, but in reality, they are likely suffocating. Despite the relentless volume, independent gas station owners in Ecuador operate under a crippling mathematical paradox. The commercialization margin, the actual profit they make per gallon, has been frozen by law for 22 years. Meanwhile, inflation, wages, and operating costs have marched steadily upward. Because the national price of fuel has a fixed ceiling, owners cannot simply raise prices by a few cents to cover those rising expenses. They are trapped between an immovable revenue cap and a constantly rising floor of operating costs. Survival in this market has become a matter of strict mathematical endurance within a structurally frozen margin trap. To make matters worse, this frozen landscape is dominated by massive corporate titans. The current leader, Petróleos y Servicios, controls roughly 23% of the market. Their strategy for retaining station owners relies heavily on aggressive consumer marketing, raffling off cars and giving stations cosmetic upgrades like fresh paint and new signs. But paint does not solve a mathematical deficit. Then there is Primax. As we see in this corporate data, Primax is a massive financial powerhouse, generating over $1.2 billion in revenue in 2023, and they are actively consolidating the market. Looking at this network map of Turkcell's 110 stations, we can clearly see the scale of operations that Primax recently absorbed in a $64 million buyout. Now the stakes are going global. Saudi Aramco, the largest oil company on Earth, is aggressively moving into the region, threatening to monopolize this newly acquired network. This intense corporate consolidation crushes independent owners and leaves orphaned franchisees stranded. To survive in these mega networks, owners are hit with rigid corporate demands, massive financial guarantees, and capital requirements reaching up to $180 million. The result is a highly hostile environment. Independent stations are structurally engineered to either be swallowed by these megacorporations or crushed under the weight of their rigid franchise models. The solutions offered by these titans are superficial. When your actual profit per gallon is locked by law, a new illuminated sign or a corporate marketing campaign will not save you from bankruptcy. There is only one physical way to profit in a fixed margin market. If you cannot increase the revenue per gallon, you have to stop the internal financial leaks draining the few cents you do make. This is exactly where EcuComsa steps in. Instead of offering cosmetic franchise perks, EcuComsa provides a strict, mathematical counter-strategy focused entirely on relentless operational efficiency. EcuComsa deploys technology that specifically targets the hidden physical and administrative losses that silently drain a station. By finding and sealing off these micro-leaks, they recover lost volume and artificially expand the station's profit zone. EcuComsa functions as a forensic operational fix, the exact mechanism necessary to extract actual profit from an otherwise frozen market. If these massive franchise deals are so restrictive, why do independent owners stay trapped in them? The answer is the invisible barrier of bureaucracy. The fear of navigating the paralyzing paperwork required to terminate a contract with ArcelorMittal, the state regulatory agency, keeps owners frozen in place. To break this paralysis, EcuComsa built a turnkey transition system to act as the ultimate bureaucratic shield. They directly manage the daunting ArcelorMittal contract termination on the owner's behalf and seamlessly transfer Petroecuador billing codes using automated teleprocess systems. By completely removing the friction of government paperwork, EcuComsa turns defection from a terrifying legal risk into a simple, automated business upgrade. Independent station owners in Ecuador are now staring down two diverging paths. On one side, they can remain in the traditional system, waiting to be consumed by rigid, demanding corporate machines like an Aramco-backed Primax. On the other side, they can escape the margin trap entirely through EcuComsa's Crecemos Juntos, or We Grow Together, model. This philosophy preserves the owner's true independence. It equips them with multinational tier technology and operational support, but replaces hostile corporate oversight with a human-centric partnership. Cosmetic marketing and brand loyalty provide no protection as global titans circle the Ecuadorian market, targeting the weakest links in the supply chain. To survive the corporate fuel wars, independent owners must abandon these rigid franchises. Adopting EcuComps's operational armor is the only mathematical path left to guarantee their survival.